Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're joining in and watching this video. Hello, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Kylie. I make food, fitness, and lifestyle content, and it has been a minute since we have had a video. I believe the last one was me and Enzo's full day of eating, him choosing wherever we ate, but I am currently in a marathon prep, and let me check the official days. We are 19 days. We are 19 days out from the Austin Marathon, and we have a lot to catch up on. So a lot has happened. We no longer have carpet. That is super exciting. The floors look amazing, love them. But last week was supposed to be peak week. What is peak week in marathon training? That is essentially your highest mileage week. And I spent that week on my ass, dying, don't even know what I got. I believe it started with the flu. However, I got hit last Tuesday, so a week from today, and I was down for the count. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday started feeling a little bit better. Sunday, I felt like a human again. Yesterday was Monday, went back to shift and got off this morning. So I'm still recovering. I'm still not 100%. And today we're gonna run. We're gonna test things out. I have a 30-minute easy run with some strides at the end. So it's gonna be just under 40 minutes. And once that is done, I'm gonna send my coach a text and just let her know how it went. This ear is like, I don't know, like ringing, it's clogged. My nose is still running, I'm still stuffy. So my body is still recovering. My resting heart rate is still a little bit elevated, but we are on the mend. Okay, I'm not sure where I got cut off, but this week is essentially going to be a play it by ear, day by day, peak week. So I was supposed to actually have a long run last week, 18 miles. Didn't happen. Actually, I should try and throw my Strava graph on here, but last week my mileage was 0. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to think though, because this same exact prep last year for Austin Marathon, I got sick during peak week. Definitely do not like the deja vu, but yeah, I think you can still hear it in my voice, like how I'm feeling. But again, I'm not gonna like push this run or anything. Just gonna take it nice and slow, nice and easy. It's probably gonna be more like a shuffle. Yeah, but that's where we're at with everything. So I'm kind of gonna bring you along for a week of workouts, coming off of being sick and continuing the prep for Austin. So I'm gonna just stretch out a little bit, get ready for this nice easy run, and go from there. And here's the thing with me, like, you know I'm sick and not feeling well when your girl doesn't want food. I am a foodie. I love food. I love eating. Food is the first thing I look forward to when I wake up in the morning. And the past however many 5 mornings, just did not want to eat. I got to the point like Saturday and Sunday where I was like, okay, you just need to force yourself to eat, because otherwise this recovery and me getting better is not gonna go as planned. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what this run is going to be like. I'm honestly just like getting out of breath just talking. So it's gonna be a very slow run. I'm not expecting anything like magnificent to come out of this run, but with 19 days left until my marathon, we need to get this body feeling good with movement again. So the priority is obviously recovery. I'm not gonna be like getting up early to get any workouts done. I'm gonna prioritize my sleep, my nutrition, and continue to pump all the vitamins and minerals in my body to try and get me feeling good. So, all right, enough jibber jabbering on my part. I'm gonna continue to loosen up and get ready for this super easy run. All warmed up, ready to go. 30 minutes, and then I think I have 5 sets of strides. So I think it's like a 38-minute run. Let's get after it. All right, we are just over a mile. Keeping it truly like easy. I'm running at like a 10:43 mile pace. So definitely trying to stay in zone 2 and just chipping away. So yeah, already over a third done. Ooh, buddy, run done. 3.7 miles, 30 easy with 4 sets of 20-second strides, 2-minute recovery in between. So that is done. I mean, I don't feel too bad, honestly. I mean, I do feel like I'm coming off of a week of not running, a week of being very under the weather. So it is supposed to actually be warm in Austin, Texas for the marathon. So I'm trying to heat acclimate a little bit too. So I'm actually gonna go sit in the sauna for 20 minutes, stretch, and then shower and grab some food. Showered up. I did have a small slice of cinnamon raisin sourdough post run, and then I showered, and now it's time for lunch. But we've been on a cinnamon raisin sourdough kick here because I have found an amazing recipe. It's so easy, and oh my gosh, it's so freaking good. Toast it, put a little butter and some honey, flaky salt. Delicious. But this is the perfect sweet and savory lunch, especially if you don't know, do you want sweet, do you want savory? So we have sourdough with avocado cottage cheese, over easy egg, and some Parmesan. And then the sweet sourdough, cottage cheese, cinnamon, and honey. And then of course asparagus for micronutrients. So I'm gonna eat this up, bust out some more work, and then I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Welcome back. It is Wednesday the 28th, and we are on day 2 of training this week. Yesterday's run went well. Checked in with my coach, and so I was technically supposed to have like an interval workout today, but she's like, answer me truthfully. Do you feel like your body can handle intervals? And I so badly wanted to say yes, but again, I'm prioritizing recovery, but still, you know, we're in a marathon build, but I need to focus on getting over this sickness so that I can actually run a good race in, what, 18 days now? So I was like, honestly, probably not. So we're just gonna do a 60-minute run, and then I think I have some strides after, just a few strides. So I think it's like an hour and 9 minutes or an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. And then hopefully I'll have time for the sauna after. It's a super, super short day today. 1, it's an early out, but 2, Enzo's actually getting out of school a little bit early because we're gonna go do a cute tattoo idea. So very short day, 10:15 meeting, and yeah, very short. So I need to get stretched out and get after it and get this run started. feels a little bit harder, but I think I'm just gonna keep it at this pace and not go any faster. Back in the basement, little man getting on the treadmill. I'm gonna do a lower body. Today I'm gonna move my day one leg day, which is like squats and hip thrusts, to later in the week. So today we have a deadlift, deficit curtsy lunge, left and right, dumbbell hip thrust, reverse crunch, or decline leg lift, and then leg curls on the ball, since I'm not doing this in a gym or anything like that. So we're gonna get warmed up and get rocking and rolling. Let's go. Done. What all we have? Deadlifts. I don't know. You guys saw it, but we got to show. Oh my God! You gotta be on the other side. I gotta be on that side. So, in between the run this morning and my lift, I got a tattoo.
Fortnite.
I got a tattoo, and little man got out of school just a tad bit early to help with this tattoo.
Yeah, just a tad bit.
Okay, hold my hand. All right, here we are.
Bye.
Yeah, bro, what the fuck?
How cool is that? So, I know that my little man is not going to want to hold my hand forever. He's gonna grow up, but this is my little keepsake. My little keepsake of him holding my hand, his fingertips.
Wow.
I love it. I think this is my favorite tattoo. And mommy has lots of tattoos. Lots and lots of tattoos.
La 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 la.
But this one is my favorite. So anyways, I also feel like every time that I vlog, we make banana bread. We also made sourdough banana bread. And I have a loaf of, so I've been on a big ol' cinnamon raisin sourdough kick. Mark says it is my best sourdough ever. So I currently have that in the process. 2 out of 4 stretch and folds are done. So I just put the raisins in there. I'll probably, I don't know, I might let it, will just depend. I've got it sitting on like my hot oven. So it's kind of like, I don't even know what the right term is. Bulk fermenting? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see how it looks. Excuse me, sir. Why do you have your foot on me? Oh, God. Not cool. I'm going to tear your toes right off. But anyways, I'm going to, I have only eaten my pre-run fuel and my breakfast, which was at 9:45 this morning. And then I had a kiwi before my lunch. So, or before my lift. So your girl is a little low on nutrition.
No.
So I'm probably gonna go eat some food and bust out some more work before Mark gets home. So maybe you guys will see me again tonight. If not, I am on shift tomorrow. And then Friday we have a long run. Lacrosse balls kept in the freezer. So good. Feels so good on the feces. What is up? It is Friday. Just had to check my phone. I was on shift yesterday. Yesterday was a crazy, jam-packed, busy day. Ran a couple calls overnight, but I feel pretty good. Today we have an hour and 6-minute run. First interval run, so we're just easing back into things to see how things go. Again, I'm coming off of being sick and not training for over a week. I have ran Tuesday, Wednesday, and today will be day 3. I actually have a call with my coach today, so I'm gonna get this run done and then meet with her this afternoon. So it'll be a good conversation. You know, we're 16 days out from my marathon. That is craziness, absolute craziness. So tomorrow is supposed to be my long run. It's supposed to be 18 miles. There's supposed to be some marathon efforts in there. So today it's just gonna be like, again, easing into intervals to see how my body responds. Like my heart rate is still like elevating fairly fast. So just depending on how today's interval workout goes and how I feel will determine what tomorrow's actual workout is going to be. So today we have a 20-minute easy warm-up and then 3 lots of 5 minutes, around 1 hour effort with a 1-minute easy recovery in between. So that hour effort is like an RPE 6 to 7. And then we have 4 lots of 45 seconds, around 3K effort with 75-second easy recovery in between. So that's like an RPE of 7 to 8, and then a 20-minute easy cool down. So that will be an hour and 6 minutes worth of work. Honestly, I'm a little curious to see how my stomach holds too, just because me and my husband had a breakfast date this morning, and I had my normal, but I don't know if it's just like my cappuccino that's not sitting well with my stomach right now. So we'll see how it goes. But get the feet rolled out. I'm gonna go wake up the glutes and hammies and get loosened, and then try and start this run by 10:30. It is 10:11 right now. I had on my calendar 10:15, but you know, I just never start on time. I know that I need to be done by like 11:30 so that I can do a little bit of a sauna and then probably go right into my call with my coach. So Let's freaking go. It's gonna be a great run. It's gonna be a great run. This nifty little contraption helps loosen up the psoas. Oh, I need to vacuum down here so bad. I swear, the guy that did the carpet on the stairs left such a mess. There's like sawdust everywhere. Yeah, I need to clean. Oh yeah, buddy, dig in. Ooh, it's freezing down here. Guys, let me just say that training for a marathon in the Midwest in the winter is just dumb. It's so dumb. It does look like the start of the race in Austin is probably going to be like high 30s, and then 40s, might get into 50s by the time it's done. But who knows? You just never know. So again, I mean, I could bundle up and go run outside, but I'm still trying to like heat acclimate a little bit, hence like getting into the sauna after this run. So it doesn't really make any sense to go run outside in the cold. That's my theory on it. So we're just gonna stick to that, all right? I think I have an hour left of the last episode of Stranger Things. So that will be perfect for this run, which is an hour. So yeah, last bit of Stranger Things. Can close the door on that. That'll get me through my run. It'll be good. 4444. It's gotta mean good luck, right? Also, hi baby girl. We are about to start on time. Just gotta bring up Netflix. F-bomb mom. All right, let's make it a great run. Run done. I survived. It was decent. I started like moderate on the first 5-minute interval. I can't remember what pace I was at. I think I was around marathon pace, and then I kicked it up on the next two. After those two, I did have to like walk immediately after. I had that 1 minute, 1 to 2 RPE recovery. So I definitely like slowed it way down and walked, and then like slowly sped it up before I had to go into my next 5-minute interval. And then I had those 4 sets of 45 seconds, pushed the pace on those. After my last one, honestly, I almost felt like I was gonna throw up. And it's not like I pushed it that hard. Definitely faster than my 5K pace, but it was supposed to be that like 3K effort. Yeah, and then the 20-minute cool down, which I kept super chill. That was like a 10:55 mile pace. So that was definitely my Garmin clocked it at a tempo workout, 6.35 miles altogether. I don't know, I'm happy with it, I guess. I'm feeling okay. Curious to see like what, I wonder if oh yeah, all stats, what like my max heart rate was. Let's see if I can find that. Max heart rate 168, average heart rate 144. So honestly, not too bad considering, right? Like I'm still recovering from being sick and all of that. Done, save. Anyways, I am curious to see how the meeting is gonna go with my coach and what she decides for my run tomorrow. I don't know. I mean, obviously I want to run the long run simply because I'm 16 days out from my marathon, and the longest run I've done, I think, is 16 miles. So getting that 18 in there would make me feel a little better. I think technically I was supposed to get to like a 20 miler this week. I was supposed to do my 18 miler last week, but being sick just definitely put a wrench in things. So anywho, we shall see. I'll keep y'all updated. Happy Saturday. I got the clear, the go ahead, the okay to do the 18 miles today with some efforts, as long as they feel good. So today is like a practice for race day. So I'm doing everything as if I would do it on race day. So we're starting with sourdough, some butter and honey, a little bit of salt. I have my Fit and Hydrated here. I'm gonna eat this, and then I think I'm gonna do like 20 to 30 minutes before I actually run a scoop of G1M Sport. So my Fit actually has caffeine in it. That'll wake me up and get things moving, if you know what I mean. But then the G1M Sport Plus also has 150 milligrams of caffeine. So I don't wanna like overdo it on the caffeine. I was honestly debating on having my Fit and Hydrated. I don't know, but trial and error, we're gonna see how it goes. All right, moving on to the G1M Sport Plus. It is about 10 to 7. So goal is to start running by 7:30, okay? I originally said 7:15 with kind of like knowing in the back of my head it would probably be 7:30, because I don't know what it is. I never start a run on time. Never. It never happens. I don't think I've made it happen once. Minus the marathons, obviously, that I've ran, because, you know, those all start at a certain time. But, yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna drink this up and then change, start stretching. So again, everything is like practicing like race day, right? However, I'm trying to decide if I actually want to wear my Alpha Flies today, just to break them in a little bit more before race day. So like my actual race day shoe. Okay. Man, that is so good. So refreshing. Danny said I could wear them. They're just like really loud on the treadmill. And I am gonna have to listen to that for like 2.5 hours, but I am going to experiment. Again, we're trying to figure out the gut and like what my gut can handle. It already feels a little wonky. Like, honestly, I do feel like sometimes, I don't know if it's like the mixture of like caffeine and then the gluten, but like, I don't know, tummy is a little wonky right now, but hopefully that subsides. I'm gonna play around with just drinking water during this run, and then supplementing with these. So some salt sticks. Basically it's just one capsule, but it's got like calcium, magnesium, chloride, sodium, potassium. And then this way, like, I know exactly how much sodium I'm getting. I'm thinking I might do like every 45 minutes. So again, playing around with this. And then I do have my untapped gels this time. So I'm thinking 4, 8, 12, 16, one every 4 miles. So these have 26 grams of carbs. I have the salted raspberry, salted cocoa, the salted citrus. So these each have 60 milligrams of sodium. This one has 100 milligrams of sodium. I'm bringing one of each flavor just because I don't know which flavors I'll want double of in the run. So we're bringing these. I only have one packet, which I might just need to order like a few more. There's a coffee infused one, but it's only like 27 milligrams of caffeine. But again, like with this, I'm consuming 250 grams of caffeine prior to this run. So I don't really think I would need any during my marathon. So yeah. So that is what we're playing around with. I don't have a green recovery today, but that's okay. Last night though, last night's sleep it felt so good. I told Mark, I was like, my alarm went off this morning and I was like, I feel like I just went to sleep. Like I slept hard, but it felt like the night just flew by. I think my recovery, at a yellow recovery, my strain was I met my strain yesterday. I didn't really go over. Resting heart rate is a little elevated. Heart rate variability went back down. So honestly, it's kind of like the perfect, I'm at 55% recovery. It's kind of like the perfect scenario for race day anyways, because most of the time, like the night before, you're just, you know, super excited and anxious, and the sleep prior to race day isn't always the best. So we're just kind of gonna go with that. But got my stuff ready, got my water bottles in the fridge. So time to go get changed and start stretching, getting a little loose, activating those muscles, and get ready for 2 hours and probably like 40 minutes. So this is what the actual workout is. We have a 3 mile easy warm-up, and then 4 sets of 10 minutes at 1 hour effort. So that's right around like an 8:13 pace. She said go off of feel. So this, if it's programmed into my watch, it'll be at the first chunk of the workout. And then again, she's just like, if that effort seems way too hard, drop it down to marathon pace, which is around like an 8:39. See how that feels. And then she's like, if the efforts just feel way too hard, to just take them out and get the mileage in. So we shall see. Of course, a little late, 7:35, but we're getting started. Water, gels, sodium, Kleenex because my nose is still running like a bitch, and we decided to go with the Alpha-Flies. So I have a plethora of YouTube videos saved in my watch later, so we're just gonna chip away at some YouTube videos and chip away at this run. The aftermath. Oh, also, I've just been laying here for a few minutes trying to gather my thoughts. I'm happy, I'm not happy, I'm frustrated. One, I'm happy I got the 18 miles in. I'm happy I got through my 4 sets of intervals. I absolutely love when my battery says that it is 100% and then my GoPro just dies. And we are back. So I've showered, I've eaten. I have another loaf of banana bread in the oven, and I've just kind of like sat, and yeah. Guys, that run absolutely like took it out of me. As I was saying, I'm still recovering from being sick. I am 100% not 100% yet. And I'm happy, I'm not happy. I'm mostly frustrated with that run because yes, as I'm coming off of like last week being sick and like this week, so this week would be 4 runs under my belt. Obviously today I had the green light for doing the 18 miles. I hit my paces for my 4 sets of 10 intervals. That felt really good. I did walk a little bit in between the prescribed intervals. There was 3-minute rest recovery between those, and I walked for like 2 minutes of it, and then slowly increased to a jog for that last minute, and then hit the pace that I was supposed to hit. I got through that. I was able to push like the pace a little bit more during this 18-mile run, but like the fueling part is just so frustrating right now. My stomach is just not handling things the way that it should. So randomly had to pee so bad at mile 2. I don't know what that was all about. That's rarely ever happened. Maybe like 1 or 2 times into like shortly into a run, it's like, holy cow, I have to pee. I thought I was having issues with the BPN gels, so I stopped using those. I thought I was doing really well with the untapped maple syrup gels. So I was like, all right, I'm strictly going to use those. So maple syrup is, you know, it's a sucrose. So now I'm starting to wonder, okay, is my stomach not able to handle just this single type of sugar during my runs, and therefore giving me gut discomfort? Because I hit 12.5 miles and I was like, I am literally going to shit my pants. So had to hop off the treadmill, go take care of business, and then hop back on the treadmill, kept fueling, and then mile 16 hit and the same exact feeling. And I was just like, it's so frustrating, because knowing that I ran Austin last year and fueling during the race was perfect, absolutely perfect. I mean, consuming BPN electrolytes during the race, consuming strictly Go gels. So I don't know, I'm just so frustrated, so frustrated. So that's where I'm sitting at with this run. Like, physically feeling pretty good. Yes, I'm sore. Yes, I am feeling a little bit run down. I'm, you know, saying it's because I'm not fully recovered from being sick. Like, you saw how many Kleenexes I went through down there. And then also, I think I was maybe a little dehydrated going into this run, because it was somewhere around like the 8 or 9 mile mark. I got a headache, and then that stuck with me for the whole entire run. I played around with just drinking water and then supplementing with salt sticks. So they're just like little capsules of salt, and it's got like magnesium, potassium, all of that stuff in there. So I was getting 500 milligrams of salt. I did it at the 60-minute mark, and then I switched to every 30 minutes. Again, just playing around, like, is my stomach not handling like the electrolytes from being mixed into a drink? I don't know, I'm so frustrated. And I'm 2 weeks out from my race. I'm like, I have got to get this shit figured out. Tomorrow I'm on shift, but I am gonna do just like a super easy 30-minute shakeout. Monday I have another 30-minute run. Tuesday I have a workout, roughly an hour and 25 minutes. So I'm going to play around with fueling in this. Next Friday I have a 10 miler, so I'm gonna play around with fueling on that one too. Like, I'm going into taper. I've got a 2-week taper. Essentially this, you know, the last 4 weeks are kind of like a taper, because it's kind of crazy, because it's like, look at all this red. Like, the red are the runs that I did not do, and that was the week of being sick. So that was the 19th through the 25th, and then obviously this last week was, you know, the 26th through tomorrow, which is the 1st. So getting 4 runs under my belt. Next week, I don't know like what my total mileage will be, but obviously going down since it's taper. But again, just 2 weeks out tomorrow, and my stomach is just basically like, fuck you. So, okay, gotta go get my banana bread out. Be right back. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at with things. Just very frustrated. And it's like, I have a goal time in mind, and I can't be wasting precious time by stopping and having to use the bathroom during my marathon. I do not want that. So I've got a couple runs to try and figure out my nutrition. That's just crazy to me, but I'm gonna try and stay positive, continue to prioritize sleep and recovery and all of that these next 2 weeks. So it's just so crazy to think that I'm 2 weeks out from my race and I'm dealing with this. Stay positive, stay positive. You got this. I'm excited. Yeah, I mean, I am super excited. I've honestly been training for a year. I mean, with running Austin last year, and then I kind of just like took a little bit of, not even like time off, you know, I took a little bit of time off running and then just continued to work with Danny, my coach. And then I was like, all right, Twin Cities in October, started training for that, and then obviously pulled out due to my ankle. So yeah, it's literally been like a year of training for this race. And so obviously I want it to go well. I want to get a new PB. That's the goal, right? So thank you so much for tuning in to what was a week of workouts, running, and all of that good stuff. I'll continue to bring you along on the journey up until race day, and then vlog on race day and go from there. So thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. I'm gonna love you and leave you here, and we'll see you in the next video.